Hello, friends, family. I am back with another nutritional rant part two. And this rant is going to be unique because just based off of what I've been studying for in terms of preparing for certification that's coming up soon, I wanted to address why I am not one to tear down a business, and I'll just put it out there, of total life changes, things of that nature, because the reason why, me personally, I'm just going to put it out there like this. I'm not going to knock a hustle. I'm not going to do that. Especially a hustle that puts you in the position to be healthy holistically. So I'm just going to use Total Life Changes, for example. No, I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. However, I personally think that individuals like Stormy Wellington, she's killing it. She's killing the game. So, but anyway, but one thing that I've noticed with all of these brands and all of these, call it what it is, multi-level marketing businesses that are coming up with different health and wellness products. There is a purpose and a goal. Basically, you're building your upline. I've done multi-level marketing before. I know how it is. You just constantly kind of build your upline as you yourself climb in that upline. But ideally, you want to be a beneficiary of that product that you are selling. And to some degree, let me say this before people start tearing me down. Okay. If you getting into this particular product pushes you to figure out what is going on with your body, that's the reason why I don't knock down any of these products. I actually promote it because for some things, it's going to prompt you to figure out what's going on with your body. I'll give you one example as I was part of one. I was drinking a shake. I'm not going to reveal to you who, but I was drinking a shake, and the person that was on my upline, she was telling me, that's the biggest product that really sells, XYZ, XYZ. I said, cool. So I got the shake. I got the vegan brand because at the time I was trying to go to pea powder. Pea powder is absolutely gross. But anyway, I don't like the gritty feel. I'm a texture person, so I don't. Ugh. But anyway, I was trying to do the pea powder, and then did just the regular formula. And then one day, I think I started out with the vegan powder first, and I remember drinking it, and I remember thinking in my head, like, my stomach is killing me. Like, I just don't know why my stomach hurts so badly. And my stomach was just like on fire. Like, I just could not figure out why my stomach was hurting. Several hours later, of course, vomited, was sick to my stomach. And then immediately I felt better. And I just couldn't put two and two together at the time because I had some other food and I was just thinking maybe I just had something that was bad and all sorts of stuff. Okay, cool. So a week goes by, I have the other formula of that shake again. And same thing. But this time I made sure that I didn't have anything else on my stomach. And of course, several hours later, I vomited, and I called my upline and I told her that this stuff is making me sick. Like, I don't know how this is a best-selling product when it doesn't even digest. Like, it just doesn't even go any further than where it settles, and that's my stomach. And this young lady then told me, like, she didn't have any solutions for it. She didn't, have like any rationale as to why my stomach might be sensitive. But I knew that something was not right with my body because I'm much more mindful now. I am, but of course, I guess that prompted me at the time to be very mindful of the things that I was eating. And this protein powder was just not working. And I tried to tell her, and her rationale was just sell it to somebody else and just, don't worry about it. You don't have to drink it. Just sell it to somebody else. My thing is this, when doing business, I do my very best to operate with the highest level of integrity, especially in the fitness business, because you got a lot of trifling people out there. You got a lot of people that be making false claims with stuff. You got a lot of people that are mismanaging, people who have serious serious problems related to diet and food intake. FYI, people outside of anybody that's outside of a physician and a dietitian, those are really the only two individuals that need to really manage individuals who have a history of ED. So that's that. Personal trainers, stop trying to think you about to fix somebody who has an ED. You're not. Okay. You need to do your due diligence, and you need to refer them to a clinical practitioner ASAP. Okay. But anyway, so back to what I was originally talking about. So ideally, that particular product pushed me to really, and I was much younger at the time. That particular product enabled me to read my labels more and see what was in it. And of course, when I looked at it, there's a lot of things in there that just did not do my body well. And so when thinking about like different products that have different minerals in it, vitamins and minerals in it, like if something has these vitamins and minerals in it and it encourages you to say, I really need to get more physically active. Maybe I should cut out sweets. Maybe I should cut out the excessive alcohol. Maybe I should cut out, always, if I'm trying to lose weight, knowing that I'm not really going to lose weight if I keep eating Popeyes every day. Like I said, I'm not going to knock a hustle. I'm not going to do that. It's enough of us sisters out there shaming each other anyway. It's enough of us doing enough of that. So I'm not shaming, not a soul. That's not my thing. But I will encourage and I will advocate any product that will, or any program that will encourage you to say to yourself, I need to make the necessary changes. An external motivator. And internal motivation. Some individuals really need that. I know that there's people out there that talk about fitness trackers and they're useless and XYZ. Guess what? It's not even about whether, they should be accurate. You do want to wear a fitness tracker that is accurate. But if that particular device is motivating you to be physically active, I ain't gonna lie to you. I love my fitness device. Not only does it track my progress, but I've actually seen a lot of gains. Just, again, motivator. It's an external and internal motivator because I'm also following along with others who are working out too. And we're encouraging each other. Like, that's awesome. And so for people to say, oh, fitness trackers, they're useless, they're not accurate, XYZ. Okay, I understand the claim, but you're forgetting the psychological aspect of this. And I think that's what sometimes people don't really think about when it comes to physical activity and nutrition, that there still is a psychological component in this. And that's the reason why sometimes people do get, scammed, because some people know how to tap into that psychological aspect of, what I know is that your emotions are it's another place in the brain, but your amygdala holds emotions. Okay. And if you maybe as a result of you trying, I'm just going to say total life changes. No, again, I have never tried the product, so I don't know. But just off the rip, let's say total life changes, you start to see to yourself, like, I'm starting to feel good, ever since I started taking this tea. I'm really starting to slim down. I have more energy. I feel really good. This is, and studies do show, like, once there is an improvement of your own health, obviously you're gonna, it's not gonna, it essentially reduces or helps with reducing depression and anxiety, especially when you get your body being active. Okay. That's just a natural dopamine hit to the body by you being physically active. Like, your body's in like a good feeling state. Okay. And if you feel good just because you looked in the mirror and you've been doing this tea and you feel good, that's going to be a motivator. That's a psychological motivator. And I think that's an important thing that sometimes people forget in fitness. Now, You also have to have a level of discernment to be able to determine if this is a scam or if this is not for you, or if this is hurting your body. And that's the other part. Some of us, we're not in tune to the fact that, oh yeah, this is a scam. First thing you should do, especially when it comes to taking care of matters of your body, especially on the psychological part, is you talk to God about it first. Okay. Like, you have to talk to God about it first. Because that's a thing. That is a major thing. And the other aspect to that is, you just want to be careful of hopping on social media and seeing people, you on there scrolling, and you seeing people live their lives, and it's making you depressed. And so what you gonna do? You gonna eat. Most of us are emotional eaters anyway. But back to what I was saying. Like I said, I can essentially support any business that promotes you getting healthier. Now, there are some products out there. I can't name any specifically, but there are products out there that do have the vitamins and the minerals in such products to be able to support people in their body in terms of what the body needs. Now, problem is that some of us are not eating a well-rounded diet, and so we're off balance with our vitamins and minerals because our diet is all over the place. Okay. But essentially, if this particular product is giving you the nutrients you need, and you're saying, I really feel good from eating or taking in this product, maybe I should do better in being able to improve the amount of vitamins and minerals I take in my diet. Maybe I do need to cut out the excessive sugar. Maybe I do need to cut out the excessive soda. And that's another problem, is that a lot of times we take in way too many calories, and most of the time those calories come in the form of a soft drink or pop or cold drink, wherever you might be from, wherever they call soda. In Kentucky, they call it pop, but I'm from North Carolina, we call it soda. So those are just things to just be mindful of. Like I said, I encourage people, before you do any diet plan, I tell everybody and anybody who tells me anything, except for when you're in danger of hurting yourself. I've had some client tell me that, oh yeah, I'm trying to focus on eating 900 calories a day. I said, no ma'am, I'm not training you. And they're like, oh my gosh, well, why can I da 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 da? I said, because you're in an extreme calorie deficit. And exercise, for the most part, because I definitely gradually get you up there to kind of a zone 3, depending on how you feeling, maybe zone 4. But zone 3 is kind of where we kind of peak at. The amount of work that we do, and you taking in 900 calories again. In another video, I said, think about nutrition and calorie intake like gas, okay? So, of course, if you fill your tank up and you have enough gas to get you from point A, B, C, D, E, and F, okay? And you can get there fast, you can put a little pedal to the metal because you got a full tank of gas, okay? You have enough energy to be able to get through your day. But if you are constantly I learned this a while ago from my dad. If you constantly operate below the recommended fuel level, like if you constantly, your gas needle kind of goes back and forth, okay? Empty, full, okay? So if you're constantly, let's say 900 calories is probably about right here, and you are trying to get somewhere fast, shoot, back to empty, and then you're back here, okay? 900 calories, shoot, workout done, back to here, and you're here, okay? And you constantly do that, and then one day you really get here, and then you might try to boost yourself back up here, and then you try to get here, and then you're like, oh God, I'm in starvation mode. So then you overeat, and then you constantly are here. My dad used to tell me that if your gas tank is constantly at kind of on the lower, like if you keep your gas tank in the lower fourth of your tank all the time, or you are constantly keeping it on empty, you'll get junk in it, okay? And so your car is as a result of you getting junk in that gas tank. Of course, you have to do the whole fuel injector cleaner, that type of thing. You have to get rid of the junk that is in your car, okay? It's essentially the same thing. Because of the junk that might be getting in the car is not operating as it should, okay? So your body's like that too. Because you're not getting what you need from your nutrients, because you constantly hear, you might be McDonald's empty, Waffle House empty, Popeyes empty, okay? You get it in and you get it out, okay? Get it in, get it out, get it in, get it out, all right? So essentially, you're not allowing your body to operate to its full potential as it should. Okay. The reason why weight gain is excessively happening is essentially because we're taking in too much energy, too much calories, and we're not putting in the work to get the calories out. You should always be in a deficit if you're really trying to lose weight. Okay. Now, if you're trying to put on muscle, then, maybe come out of that deficit a little bit. Okay. But essentially, if you want to lose weight, gotta be in a calorie deficit, but it must be balanced. Okay. Make sure that you are getting your vitamins and minerals and your macronutrients that you need in your body to be able to perform physical activity. You cannot out exercise a piss poor diet. It has never happened. I've read studies and read stories where somebody who would run marathons would turn around and have a widowmaker heart attack. Okay. They would have to have bypass surgery because their eating habits are horrible. Okay. But because they're in shape, they say to themselves like, oh yeah, I'm good. I can eat what I want. No, you can't. Okay. Your body is not balanced. You need to get in your fruit. You need to get in your vegetable. You do need water, but you want to be careful to not overhydrate yourself because drinking a gallon a day, that's not for everybody. Okay. But you do want to stay hydrated. And if you are one that wants to seek other hydration opportunities outside of water, watermelon is a really good source of hydration. Coconut water is a really good source of hydration because there is an electrolyte balance in there that you need. And there's elements in these electrolytes that are essential for optimal performance in a workout. So, of course, you're losing electrolytes through the means of sweat, but you need to put them back in your body for optimal performance. And that's the other reason why, like, some of the products that are out there, they are good for electrolyte restoration. Okay. Like I said, I don't knock any product as long as it's encouraging you to build a healthier lifestyle, be mindful of your body, be mindful of the things that you're putting in it, and being mindful of proper function of your body. I'm totally for, like I said, I'm just using Total Life Changes. I don't know what it does, but I'm just using Total Life Changes as an example. But I'm totally for support of a product that will essentially help you restore balance back into your body as far as vitamins and minerals are concerned. But ultimately, do your due diligence, do your research. Just go to Google Scholar and just type in a particular product, or I Google everything. So you could just find that product, Google it, and see what the reviews are. Find a YouTube video that reviews it. Like I said, I'm not going to reveal the name of that product. It's no longer in business. I believe it went under, that type of thing. But either way, okay, it at that time encouraged me to see what's going on in my body and see what products I cannot tolerate. So I hope this blesses you. I don't know if I'll do a part 3 of the nutritional rant, but ultimately, we have to be mindful of the vitamins and minerals that our body needs and when something is overconsumption. We live in the States, and so overconsumption is everything. And so, but we have to do what the Bible says and practice self-discipline. I hope this blesses you. Have a good day.